Mic check one, mic check two. Is this mic on? Yeah, it's the one and only, your girl's favorite, DJ Money. And you're listening to the Glow Game with Latrice, Mia, and Shanice. So know what that means?
Yeah.
What's up?
Welcome back.
Hump Day.
Right.
Happy Wednesday, y'all.
Happy Wednesday. Y'all remember that commercial? If you don't remember that commercial, you too young for us. What day is
it? Hump Day?
Well, I'm younger than y'all, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Did you play yourself? I'm definitely the youngest in the crew.
And okay.
I'm the baby, I'm the youngest, and I'm the shortest.
Okay. We have a birthday and turn the same age again, so I'm definitely
So the aunties and the Golden Girls took Miami.
We are back from our trip to Miami, and these hoes is the grandmas and the aunties.
What the fuck did I tell y'all about telling my business on this show?
I ain't claiming that, but we did have some fun. We got to hang out. We had some great food, and we were in the bed by a respectable midnight.
I think I had the video, so I had an excuse. The video took me out.
I'm just an auntie. I can't be outside after a certain time. 1 o'clock is really pushing it, but I prefer midnight. So I'm officially auntie status. Auntie.
So our last night there, guys, we go out and the crowd is starting to get a little thick in there. And Miss Youngest one, shortest one, I think we're responsible, guys, and go to bed.
Why you put me on blast like this, though?
Like, no, bro, not in Miami. So, Treese, you got our new lineup. Our trip lineup. Because in trips past, guys, we the party, we the vibe. Trips past. But moving forward, what was it? It was brunch, drinks. What was the
day party, possibly.
Day parties.
Yeah. That's where we draw the line.
That's where we at now.
Daytime activities.
Day parties, drinks, and food. That is our new travel itineraries. Some excursions if we on islands, and late nights and early mornings are not the vibe for us no more. We've come to that conclusion.
Yeah, we're all set.
Which is cool. You all right over there, Mia? I'm trying to share live.
Remove myself.
I thought it was a mistake.
No, I had to handle some business.
Oh, okay. We're going to introduce ourselves, ladies. We just hopped right into our Miami trip. For those who are listening and ain't seeing.
Yes, welcome back to Girls Talk with the Glow Gang. We're on episode 16. I am Latrice, Miss Bougie in the building, Miss Bougetto.
I am Shanice, standing by, toxic brat. Can't wait to tell y'all.
Well, I am Mia the Stallion, and the birthday girl is still technically my birthday. I decided I'm not going to go to the 7th. It's going to be into the 5th. Cinco de Mayo, tequila me, and then after that, I'm done.
I saw one of my memories. It was the first 5 days in May. When did we get to 7?
I felt like because this week, the 7th ended on the weekend. So, I just extended it. But I'm going to end it tomorrow, Cinco de Mayo. And then that's the end of my birthday celebrations. And then, we got to gear up for Treese's. So, I'm ready.
Okay. I'll look at today parties.
In Philly.
It's a wrong girl.
That's what's up next.
It's over.
But I was down too. I was down for the sleeping and the naps. We were all tired. Like I was down for it. It was a good time. I'm just fucking with y'all. So how was the rest of y'all weekend?
Busy as fuck. I got off the plane. We went to brunch. Then I had a baby shower. It's just been go. So like Monday, I completely crashed. I needed that. Another nap. Nappy on me.
Yeah, y'all ladies was doing a lot. I was just trying to recover. Y'all know I was sick. So I just rested. And finally, I would say by Monday, I was back to myself. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, being sick is no joke.
It sucks, especially if you think you had the vid. You don't know that, so stop saying that, though.
I just felt like I had the viddy, but I don't think I did.
Well, I went back home with 2 plans in order. Surprise my mom with lunch and to get our feet done and to see Bay. And me and Bay argued all weekend because I'm a toxic brat, but I don't care. I still feel like I'm right. And he didn't feed me. And he swore I wasn't that hungry because I never eat my food. So now I feel like you don't love me. Now let's just tell everybody you don't love me. Like that's the stage.
Yeah, like if you don't feed her, you definitely don't love her. So
I was trying to tell him, like, yes, when I get the food, I don't eat it. I take a few bites and I'm full. But don't let me get starving. You let me get starving? No. I got an attitude all weekend about we were arguing about the stupidest stuff all weekend. So that sucked, but it was a learning experience because he had never seen that side. He saw.
He ain't seen the brat, or he just ain't seen the hangry brat.
The brat, it was the hangry brat. It was the hangry brat. It was so terrible. Like on my way home, I was like, Shanice, you were terrible. I was the hangry brat. But y'all know how I get when I'm hungry.
You on your 702? Get it together, girl. Okay.
Yes.
So you really look beautiful. I'm feeling this cut on you. You're giving.
Do we like the cut, ladies?
Rolling.
So I chopped it all off, guys. I'm in a pixie, feeling real sleek and sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like I like it. You know what they say? New cut. You about to change your life. So putting it out into the atmosphere. Let's see what's the newest bringing. But I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's definitely giving everything. I love it.
And it's low maintenance.
Yeah.
But y'all know it's about to be in a wig real soon.
All right. So are you guys ready to get straight into these hot topics?
Woo! It's been hot. Yes, let's go.
There's been so much going on. So what the fuck is up with the government like taking a step back in time? I don't, the thing is that the Supreme Court is in session until end of June, early July. So we really won't know. But an early opinion came from the Supreme Court where they're saying they're going to overturn Roe versus Wade and let the states individually decide on abortion rights.
I have a whole problem with these old men deciding what to do with my body.
Period.
Like, and where did this come from? And I feel like this is a distraction for something else. It gotta be, because it makes no sense to me.
Yeah, it's very scary in my opinion. It just feels like we're going back in time. Yeah, like there's many different conspiracy theorists. They're saying that it's for like population control and that white people are becoming the minority. So they're trying to keep people from getting abortions so that, white women will continue to have babies.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I don't know. I just know it's scary to think that already in some states it's illegal after a certain time and they're trying to say 6 weeks. Ayo. Most of the time when you find out you're pregnant, you're already 6 weeks. So you're going to have to decide that day or within the next 5 days if you're going to have an abortion or not. Like, that's crazy. Yep. I just feel like every other group of minorities, because women are still a minority in comparison to men, every other minority group is kind of protected. Maybe not every other, but at least the LGBTQ, RSTWV.
All the letters.
They're protected. Yeah. When I go buy tampons and pads, it doesn't say female anymore because they don't want to discriminate against them. But when it comes to women, we have no protection. Like, what? It's completely mind-blowing. We're going back in time, and I'm scared because as y'all strip away more constitutional rights, like, what else y'all gonna fight to take away? You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy And I think people need to really pay attention, because if this does get overturned, your local officials is really going to be who deciding what goes on with you.
Right.
Because they're going to let it be a state by state thing instead of a federal government thing. And yeah, y'all should be concerned.
And I don't think there's enough noise about it. Like, why is this not bringing up? Let somebody say, drop the F-bomb about one of the letter people, or let somebody think they're being disrespected or whatever. It would be a whole problem all over the place, all over the world. But now we have Roe versus Wade trying to be overturned, and you're trying to tell women what to do with their bodies, and it seems like it's so hush. Like,
right.
they drop it right there and they move along.
Any legislation passed as far as these police killing Black people, like, that just really concerns me.
Right. So please pay attention. I think that's me. Is that me?
I'm trying to turn it off. I'm sorry, guys. Just keep going. You know, don't let it do how you do your kids.
Pay attention to what's going on. Stay on top of it, because we can't let this just slide past without some type of outcry happening.
Yeah, definitely pay attention to your local officials. So yeah, that was a little heavy. Yeah, I'm always like keeping up
with politics. But man, I'm so happy about the next one. Ray J finally coming out and exposing the Kardashians that all of this was a master plan by none other than the mastermind, Kris herself, Kris Jenner. Or is she a Jenner? She's not a Kardashian.
She's a Jenner. Right? She's not a Kardashian.
Yes, that they plan to leak this tape, like the sex tape, like it's a mixtape. How are we feeling about this?
Really, we already knew that. Let's talk about how Kim Kardashian is the same bitch who put Photoshop of one of her nieces over her other niece because her sister said don't post a picture, but she still wanted to. So if you're gonna go that far to post a fucking picture of some kids, so you're posting a lie, yeah, you're gonna do anything to get into the limelight and to take yourself to the next level. And I'm not surprised. Like all that
Jay got so much, but he had got so much flack from that quote unquote leak for so many years, to where now I'm like, dang, why is he doing it now? He should have did this a long time ago. People was mad at, I was mad at Ray J for a little bit. Like, why you being a sucker like that?
I was never mad at Ray J.
Me either. I wasn't mad at it. I felt even back then her tears about that shit was just bullshit. Like I seen the bullshit a long time ago. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no.
Did y'all watch the sex tape?
Yeah, it was trash.
I didn't see the
It was trash.
Dry, yes. It was horrible.
I never watched the sex tape.
Yes, Mimi. We got a comment. Kris been pimping out her daughters. I'm sure that's why Kanye nervous about his daughters.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's legit.
That is fair. That is fair.
That is definitely.
But she just took their talents and capitalized on it. Like, I've never really been too mad.
Yeah, she's definitely the GOAT. Like,
yeah, I've never been too mad at the whole machine of it all. Right. But man, this was like kind of shocking to me, because I really thought it was a leak. I thought it was a leak, and then it came out that it was a planned attack.
Yeah, they had
a business plan
up and everything.
I mean, Mimi said talents. I said their talents. Talents come in all shapes and forms, Mimi.
Yeah, so let's talk about our talented boy, Dave Chappelle, because, yeah, a nigga ran up on him on the stage.
Ran up and got done up.
Yes. The fact that his arm looked like a chicken wing after security beat him up is like out. Like, what? They really attacked his ass backstage, but like, is this gonna be a new thing? Y'all about to start wilding out at comedy shows thinking you can pull a Will Smith? Because if y'all really think that's what's about to happen, you better look at that picture of him and see what's gonna happen to you, because it's a fucking dub. Like, don't play with these people.
Could you imagine being Dave Chappelle and you're just on the stage and then all of a sudden it's like, damn, what the fuck just happened here? Like,
the hood came out of me because I would have started fighting.
I was surprised he didn't, but like, he kind of stepped to the side But they were saying reports were coming out that Busta Rhymes and Jamie Foxx kind of stepped in as well, backstage with the guy. So it seemed like
Busta was there.
Yeah,
he was in shock when it happened, anyways.
That's why he looked like a chicken wing. Busta pulled a higher learning on his ass. Okay, I got it. Because I really was trying to understand what the fuck happened to his arm.
Fair warning to people who are going to comedy shows: if you can't take comedy, if you don't like the comedian, don't go to the show, because you can't be running up on these people.
No, for real.
And the only reason why the Chris and the Will thing flew was because Chris never expected Will to do something like that.
And because he's famous. It was another celebrity, like, so they weren't thinking that was going to happen. You put your regular ass up there, it's over. Don't even And then Teresa's favorite is currently trending.
Oh, my baby daddy.
Yeah.
Drake. You want to slide in a DM?
Listen, I would love to be this dude's wife. Drake is so fucking petty. Okay. So there was a post on IG talking about, I feel like he was talking about a basketball player, and saying like, oh, imagine somebody talking shit about your son, like I'm gonna be going back and forth with somebody about mine. And then somebody hopped on the comments like, oh, something, he said something about his son. I can't even remember at the moment.
Ghost Rider. He said,
oh, yeah. And he like, nigga, what? Okay, bet. Went to the dude page, found his wife from his page, said, your wife look lonely. I'm about to follow her, followed her ass, and then jumped in her DMs like, yeah.
I'm here for you, Ma. That is a new like pickup line. I'm here for you, Ma.
Listen, that is the hashtag of the week. I'm fucking
here. If I was his wife, what would y'all do?
I'm about to respond. I'm not even about to hold you. Nigga, thank you for trolling Drake. I'm trying to see how far we can take this. Like, babe, I'm not going to fuck him, but can I go on a date with him? Like, let's just see what it's
definitely responding. What?
Definitely responding.
So I think this is what I think will happen. I think Shorty, he sent that, I'm here for you, Ma. Shorty responded and she deleted her response, and then her husband posted, because she responded to Drake. I don't care what nobody say. She responded to Drake. She tried to set up a meetup, a link up, because she put them eyes at the end of her statement when she said he really did slide in the DMs with the eyes and a laughing emoji. Girl, you married.
Meeting, Shanice?
Huh?
A breakfast meeting?
A breakfast.
Yeah,
she just setting up a breakfast meeting. That's right, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the breakfast meeting, ma'am. Go ahead, have your breakfast meeting. See how you can, make a business opportunity out of that. Maybe you and Drake can collab on some shirts or something. Sis, go after it. I'm just giving her some
moment. I mean,
Drake now.
Once in a lifetime opportunity.
I am giving her all the excuses she needs to tell hubby why she meeting with Drake. It's a business.
It's Drake. That's it. Like, that's the middle of the It's
Drake.
I'm going. What are we talking about, babe?
Like, so do she get a hall pass because it's Drake?
I mean, I didn't say she had to fuck him, but I'm definitely about to entertain him. We going back and forth. It's Drake.
That's still a hall pass. It's just not a sexual one.
We'll have to discuss that another day, because
yeah, I thought hall passes was just for getting it in.
Me too.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow. When you're married, you can't go with any other peen other than your husband's if they're coming at you like that. So that's
your marriage. You can't talk about every marriage.
So in your marriage, Shanice, there's nothing, no messages, no.
In an ideal world, in La La Land, there would be
exactly, Mimi.
Hello, my darling, like in La La Land. I'm happy for sis. I hope she capitalized off of it.
So, I mean, Drake is giving a little competitive vibes, though. That goes right into the show tonight, because me even playing with your wife, knowing that's your wife, yeah, I mean, I think I could pull her. So, you ready for the competition? It's Game of Thrones, niggas. You ready? Like,
you ain't fucking with Drake. So I know he feeling
on any level.
Yeah, y'all think he regretting making that comment?
Absolutely. Your page is high. It's probably people all in their comments talking crazy. You know how people be. Once you go viral, that shit is crazy. So I'm sure he's been agitated all day. So
yeah.
I think they were like excited about it, but then there's more and more because this I'm here for you mom memes about to be coming out. Like it's about to be all type of stuff coming out. Like men gonna be sliding in people's DMs on that Drake shit. I'm here for you, mom. Women gonna be saying I'm here for you, Stink. Like,
you gotta put that saying over the Future album cover because I'm really not. Like that's what it's giving.
Oh, I'm gonna do that tonight. Oh, I want to do that tonight. Put something over the eyes and then say I'm here for you, Stink. Hey, Dre. Yeah, that's good. That's what's up.
All right, so let's get into these topics. Treese, let's start it off, yo.
All right, so tonight we're talking about competition when dating, when in a relationship. Is it healthy? Like, how do you guys feel about competition? Do you feel like, it's needed? I feel like it is. A lot of times people get comfortable in relationships and, like we said in the topic, you ain't the only one trying to be the only one. And a lot of times people forget that, like, the person that you with is a new popping person to somebody else. So it's like, what do you ladies feel like you're doing to weed out the competition?
Go ahead, Mia.
Now, why the fuck?
You love competition.
I love competition in games, okay? My life is not a fucking game. My heart is not a game. So I feel like although I don't really want to compete, the reality is that you're competing.
Always.
If you're just dating a nigga, you're definitely competing because you want to go from more than just dating if you really feeling him. So usually people are dating more than one person. You're automatically going to be in a competition in the dating stage. Do I feel like once I'm in a relationship, I need to be still competing? Fuck no. What am I competing for? That doesn't mean that I have to stop doing what I did to get you. But if I'm competing, that means you're entertaining another bitch. And if you're entertaining another bitch, we might as well be poly or open or just stay dating because then I need to be entertaining other men as well. So prior to being in a relationship, yeah, competition is healthy. It's going to happen. It's natural. But once I get into a relationship, no, I'm not competing. Like, for fucking what?
I really feel like that's where the loophole is missing because men feel like you should always be on your P's and Q's, aka competing to be and stay in the number one spot. But once we both decided that it's me and you, then we're just watering the grass that's in our yard. We ain't worried about no other grass. We shouldn't be worried about any other grass. And when it comes to men, like they want you to have no one else, but they want to have anything, something, a conversation, or this or that or whatever on the side. But if you doing it, then you're wrong for doing it. So when you're dating, competition is healthy. And it lets you know, like, all right, well, he's in competition with him as well as I have some other women, and then just decide which one you want. But where it gets lost is once we're in that relationship, you still think I'm supposed to compete. No, I'm just supposed to water the grass that I'm in. We're supposed to be building. We're supposed to be preparing for the future. What I love to say is thinking of the bigger picture. If you're not doing that with me, then what are we doing here?
That part.
I think men love competition though. Like, I feel like if you're with a chick that gets like a lot of attention and shit like that, then I feel like men are a little bit more on it. But when they're messing with a chick that's just kind of like, blah, whatever, I think that they're not as like worried about it as they should be. But I think men and women see it completely differently. But I'm gonna have to disagree with you guys. I think it's always competition. Like, I don't think that just because I locked it down with somebody, it's not gonna be a little work wife coming around trying to, like, it's always somebody that's going to be trying to bag your nigga.
But is that competition? Exactly. Should that be labeled competition?
That's just some flies fluttering around. But if I have to compete with you, that means my nigga is entertaining.
Right.
That's the problem. Like, yeah, there are always going to be options. We discussed that before. Options are always available, but competition is different. That means we're in this race together. We're going against each other. Nah, fuck that.
Mm-mm. Not if we supposed to be each other's. If we decided, and that's the point, ladies and gentlemen, you both decided, not you've been letting this nigga fuck raw, or this chick let you stay in her house while she went to work, so now you think you're in a relationship. No, if y'all had a conversation and decided that it's the two of y'all, then the competition phase is now, it's different. Now it's, you know, what are we doing to maintain this and grow within this? Not I'm competing with somebody, because at the end of the day, unless you shut down your DMs with social media and the way life is, unless you shut down your DMs, there's always somebody you could get to decide to be a sneaky link, or decide to be let me fly you out real quick. And that's the part that men and women need to realize. Like, sometimes men get with women and they're like, oh, I done locked her down, and you think you got these chicks that you can call here and there. Well, your girl got people who see her and see she might be in something, so now their competition, their competitive nature, let me fly her out, let me send her this, let me do this, and let me do that. So while you think you're doing something slick with your little phone calls here and there, she can go right into whatever and be getting whatever. So it's kind of like,
he's saying that once y'all are in a relationship, that y'all only got eyes for y'all guy, that y'all not checking for no other dudes. There's no other guy that can come in. Like,
black men are beautiful. Black men are fine. All right. So it's not like we blind, but I do believe once you decide to be in a relationship, you have to make that decision of, okay, I'm working on us. This is just about us. Because if not, you can get distracted very easily. It's a very, that new phase, that beginning phase in dating, it's intoxicating.
It is.
They don't know I'm a toxic brat. They don't know none of that yet. Like, it's
So here's the thing, right? No, you don't only have eyes. Like, you will see another attractive man, but that doesn't make him competition.
Right.
The competition, once again, comes into play if you're entertaining this other man. So another dude could be in your DMs all the time, or working with you, bringing you food all the time, or whatever happens with work husbands, right? But when you take it past that and y'all kicking it, you're putting yourself in a position where you can start to feel him. That's when it's competition. Let's be clear. In the dating stage, competition is clear. You know, whichever nigga giving you the most attention, that's who you leaning towards. Whichever nigga is spending more money or doing more things with you, as opposed to just texting and kicking on the phone with you, that's who you're leaning towards. That's who's winning the competition. So to me, it's like, you can only be in a competition if you're allowing that. It's not just, because there's so many options. It's a competition.
So let's go to the next question then. So do you vocalize that to who you're with? Like,
that's what I was gonna ask. So when you're dating,
somebody else is at you, that somebody else is trying to talk to you, like, do you have those types of conversations?
I think that you should assume you have competition, but I'm not subscribing to letting these niggas know they got competition. No, baby, you're the okay.
If I'm asked, I would. If I'm asked, I would. I think when I was actively dating, like, only one person may have asked me, like, am I talking to anybody else? Like, am I getting serious with anybody else? Like, I was asked that one time and I was honest.
I would be honest if you asked me, but just volunteering like a nigga.
I'm not volunteering that information. Because I'm not asking you.
Because some niggas is crazy and like insecure, and they can't really like handle those types of conversations.
Yeah. See, I'm not asking you, so I'm not volunteering it. I think the only time that I bring it up is when I'm deciding if I want to be only one.
Yeah.
Then I'm letting you know, like, all right, this is fun, this is great. I want to make this exclusive. Is there, you know? How can we do
you
that?
guys like ask questions, like, you know, who else you talking to? Like, what y'all be doing? Like, what is it that you
I
like?
can say the only question in regards to, because I really don't give a damn what another lady is doing because they ain't me.
Talk about it.
But the only question that I've ever like asked was like, yo, listen, like I'm feeling you. I want this to go to the next level. And I need to know like what I need to do to be the only one. Because men, I feel like men innately like have women for different reasons. So I don't really give a damn what they doing. I want to make sure I'm covering all of your reasons to want to make this just me and you. So that's the only question I've ever asked. I've never been like, you know, how many girls you talking to? Like, I've never
even asked that. Y'all know I'm new to this dating shit, and I really haven't really dated. So, like, what? How do you say that? Y'all just kicking it, and one day you on the phone like, oh, do you be talking to other bitches? Like, how do you ask that? I don't even. How would you?
So what I said was, I was just like, you know, like we've been doing this for a hot minute, like a long minute, and I want to move to the next level. What I got to do to be the only one.
Okay. So you didn't ask if there was somebody else. You assumed it was.
I assumed it was.
Got that out there and said, how can I get rid of this bitch?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the question to ask.
Our relationship we be so cool. Like we really be like friends. Like we really be like besties. So like we talk about shit like that. Like we just be laughing or they be like, hey, let me tell you about this weak ass bitch, you know, at my job and she did this.
That would bother me though. You don't feel like
I work with fly niggas, like bitches want to get at them. So it's like it's automatic. I feel like that I know that it's girls around, especially like besties in the DMs and shit like that. So you're really naive to think that it's not other bitches lingering around at all times. So I'd rather you feel comfortable enough to tell me that shit. I want to know. But I'm not coming out and asking. Like they're really like honestly volunteering.
It's natural. It's a natural progression in your conversations that they're telling you that.
Definitely.
All right. So moving forward, if it isn't natural, would you ever ask?
No.
No.
Too much pride.
Really care.
Yeah. Right.
Like it's giving corny. I'm not the way Shanice put it is the best way. Like, all right, how can I get rid of this bitch? I'm tired, nigga. I don't want to share you. What's up? Like that's the only way I could see it. Even then, I'm kind of like, fuck that. Like, so yeah, I can't ask you.
So you're not gonna like what do y'all think about like giving like an ultimatum?
I don't think I'm ever giving ultimatums.
We talking about that. It's the no for me, dog.
I don't.
No.
So you know you have two other bitches. You want to lock it in. You want to be the only one, being the only one. You're not gonna put your foot down.
So if that conversation would have went left, like, all right, well, I can't do that right now, and I was in that space of where now I have to shift. I have to take responsibility for what happens next. So okay, I let him know where I stood. He said he ain't in that space. So now let me get out of this space and deal with him accordingly, whether that's completely cutting him off if I'm too far gone or opening up my roster back up. Like, okay, now I understand where I stand at. In that aspect, I've become very good in my dating experience and my dating life. Like before I feel like when I first started dating, I wouldn't have even asked that question. I just would have automatically assumed if I stopped fucking with everybody else, he stopped fucking with everybody else. And that's not how it works.
Never assume.
Yes, you can never assume. You always have to set those terms and conditions. So if it would have went left, then all right, well now I have to deal with you accordingly, because we have to start taking accountability for the people, the men that we continue to deal with.
But at the end of the day, you can only control yourself. So if you put it out there that you want something different and a nigga didn't do what you want or is not conforming to that, guess what? I'm not giving you no ultimatum. I'm going to move accordingly for myself. So if that means I'm going to still fuck with you and I'm going to just be in competition until the competition over, or if that means I'm going to open up my roster, as Shanice said, and I'm just going to build me a team too, or if that means I'm just going to leave you the fuck alone. It means all of those things, but I can only control me. So once I tell you what I want, I'm gonna control how I move moving forward, whatever that is.
And sometimes I feel like we really we think that we want that until we actually get the nigga, just him, and now you got to deal with all his shit. He's always calling you. You're always that person. You be like,
where is this other bitch at?
What you asked for.
So that goes into our next topic, because I feel like, I don't know when we grow out of this or if we grow out of this, but it's almost like you don't really want a nigga until somebody else want that nigga. So now this is where the competition come in, because it's just like when you were a kid and you was playing with a toy, but then you put that shit down and you moved on to another toy, but somebody else come pick it up behind you. What the fuck? Give me my toy back. So it's the same way with men. You may have been dealing with a dude, but you're not ready to be the only one. You just like, I'm fucking with you, I'm fucking with him, it's cool. But then you get wind it's another bitch. Nigga, get over here. You're mine. Like, I know what? It's another bitch. So it's like, you don't even really want this nigga, but if you don't go after him, then the other bitch get him, and now you feel like you lost something.
Right. Or imagine how many bitches who got a nigga who ain't doing what they supposed to do, who ain't fucking them, who ain't doing this, who ain't doing that. As soon as they go through his phone, see that he entertaining another bitch, see another bitch texting them good morning, showing them attention, all of a sudden you want to start sucking dick. Like, why does it take another bitch you to do what you're supposed to be doing, bitch? Like, what we doing?
Yeah. But y'all acting like y'all never did it. That's the thing. It's like, when do you grow past this? I remember in high school, this dude liked me, right? And he kept trying to get at me, and I was kind of like, not really. And he did this shit for like a whole month. Next thing I know, this nigga popped out with a girlfriend. I was like, but I thought you liked me.
But are y'all still doing? I don't feel like we're still doing that though. Like, I really don't feel like we're still doing that, because it gets to a point. It gets to a point where it's like, that shit's annoying. Like, if I chose you, you chose me. I don't know. I'm not feeling no kind of way because of another bitch. I might be feeling a kind of way because I feel like the attention is lacking, or shit you used to do in the beginning, or shit I used to do that didn't aggravate you in the beginning, now is aggravating you more. So now, like, is this agitation coming from maybe somebody is texting you and not so much because it's another bitch that you might be entertaining? Like,
if you texting somebody, he entertaining another bitch. What you mean?
No, I'm saying, is my reaction because he's entertaining another bitch, or because I'm feeling like somewhere in our relationship is lacking? Like, I'm not getting enough attention or whatever. So now, do I need to do X, Y, and Z, or I'm about to turn up in this bitch? Like, oh, if now, like your situation in high school, if you would feel that way now, like if a nigga is coming after you right now and you like, no, then he pop out with a girl, I don't think you're going to go back and be like, dang, well, maybe do I like him? No, you're going to be like, all right, on to the next.
Each other, because I think school, I had to see it every day, but just to do somewhere, I don't know. But I feel like, personally, I don't think I would be that way now. But, okay, let me give you another scenario. One of my girlfriends, done with her baby dad, broke up, cool, didn't want the nigga no more. The new bitch popped up pregnant. Oh, I want my baby dad back. Like, no, bitch, you're not about to have a happy family with my baby daddy. This is my baby daddy. He's coming back. You're going to be a single mom. Fuck you. So,
because at the end of the day, the reason why you left that nigga, that reason is still going to be there. Like, in that moment, you might feel away because he with the next bitch. But remember, that beginning, that honeymoon phase is real.
But that's how bitches operate. Let's keep it a stack. Like, they will be like, oh, nah, like, you're not about to get my dudes. You're not about to, fuck all of this. Like, we can try to work this out.
Exactly. Like, you're about to ride off in the sunset with my baby dad. Fuck you, bitch. He's coming home to those. Like, people do that every day. It's kind of like, y'all see the memes, you know what I'm saying? He gonna always come back to me or shit like that. And that's part of the competition. There would be nothing about he gonna always come back to me if there wasn't this innate competition. And I feel like women do it more than men.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why we do.
You think so?
Yes.
You don't think these niggas be running back after they done moved on or happy they not, hey, big heading you, like, hey.
I feel like dudes just always around. Like they just don't go away. Anything to do with like another guy, maybe, but I don't know. Like women are definitely like that. Like they're catty. They're always in competition with the next bitch. They're like, okay, they might not even been like checking
her mouth was open.
Then they find out that they messing with her. All of a sudden, oh, she's popping. I want to see what's popping with him. Bitches do shit like that all the time. Wasn't even thinking about that nigga. Then they seen him on the scene with me. All of a sudden, oh, he fucking with Treese. Oh, let me see if I can fuck with him.
That part.
So women don't grow out of it.
I don't think so. I feel like if you have that in you, you got that in you. And I just think it's something about women that we have that. Like, I don't know what it is where I think we're just more like openly catty, openly in competition. Like men may be in competition and know it, but they playing it to the cut. We're posting pics or, like doing shit to make sure a bitch know, oh, we're competing for this nigga. But I feel like the dudes don't really put it out there like that, but they're still in the competition. We love to put it out there. We love the drama that comes with the competition.
But why do y'all think that women is like, sometimes we doing all of that, and then it's like, you get the dude, they choose you, lock it in with you, and then you stop doing all of the shit that you did to get them, and then you wonder why you get cheated on.
Well, first off, I don't think the whole cheating thing, I don't put completely on the women and what they are or aren't doing.
Right.
Like, I really believe like men who cheat on somebody, it's a self-discipline, a selfish type of act that they're getting into. So I don't put that on the woman. But as women, once we're in a relationship and maybe live together, whatever, we get into like a routine. Like we do what we do, and we might forget or fall off a little bit, but it's not so necessarily we're doing it on purpose. But I feel like we're also very open to popping right back to it if you bring it to our attention, especially.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't know. I'm always gonna be me. Like I'm always gonna look cute. I'm not gonna stop getting my hair done. I'm not gonna stop popping out. Like, that's just not how I operate. But I do know that a lot of women, they do that. They start, rocking the bonnet, stop wearing lingerie, like just get real comfortable and complacent. I mean, let's keep it real.
Yeah, but even to me, complacency, just like Shanice said, that's not a reason to cheat. People cheat because you want to. You cheat because you lack discipline. You cheat because that's just what the fuck you want to do. Like, it has nothing to do with what somebody else is doing. You are only in control of yourself. So again, if that's what you want to do.
Y'all never cheated because y'all felt like y'all partner was lacking. You only cheated because you wanted to. I don't
never cheated. Who are you talking to?
Like, wait, what?
Is she talking to the audience or is she talking to us? I was confused. Shanice, have you ever cheated?
Cheated. Stop lying.
I think cheaters cheat because they want to, not because let me take that back. Let me rephrase it.
On here right now.
Let me rephrase it. Women love attention. And if their man completely stops giving them that attention, they're going to seek it elsewhere. Now, when it comes to men, and that could just be like, a cute little pic to see how many people are going to like it. Or somebody said, you look beautiful. So you say thank you in the DM or something like that. Men take it to a whole nother extreme. They fucking that bitch at 9 a.m. after they dropped you off at work at 8:30. Like, they go a whole extreme out. And in that aspect, that shit is mad, like, undisciplined. Like, nigga.
There are some niggas that's just cheaters. Yes, they're gonna fuck other bitches. They can't control themselves. They're womanizers, whatever the case may be. But let's not act like there's not some guys who cheat because a bitch or they dude is not doing what they're supposed to do.
So I will say, for women who I know who have cheated, it's usually, like Shanice said, a lack of something, but not sexual. So most of the time when women cheat,
it's emotional.
It doesn't start off with sexual. It's more of an emotional connection. It's the emotional cheating that happens first with most women. So we talk about emotional cheating. Yeah, I cheated. It's like, no. But most of the time, women cheat emotionally first. And then once you feeling a nigga because you done got emotionally attached to him, then that's where the sexual part come into it. Men, on the other hand, will just...
They go for the gusto.
Because this bitch want to fuck him because he fuck with you. And he's going to... You seen Baby Boy. The bitch at the job wanted to suck his dick because that was the vet man. And he fell right into it. Most of the time, a woman is not going to entertain a nigga who got some beef with you and fuck him because, oh yeah, this nigga, he want to fuck me because... No, she feeling this nigga already on a different level. So it's different. So to say, oh yeah, because a woman gets into a relationship and she forgot about her competition and she started lacking something is why these men cheat. I can't give it 100% of that.
No, definitely not all the time, but sometimes. Like, I'm not just gonna say all men are just horn dogs and they're just fucking cheating because they have a dick. Like, some men have a reason.
I was about to say, have you ever had a dick? I think they might.
I don't think I really feel like that might be the case.
Like, women need to take some accountability in some shit sometimes. Like, I just feel like we're always dogging.
So I stopped sucking his dick for 2 weeks. So now he need to go get his dick sucked real quick because he ain't had no head in mad long. Like, no, my nigga. Like, maybe because I had to work all these doubles because you couldn't pull in an extra couple of dollars. So I had to work all hard bills and I ain't feel like sucking your dick. You ain't take the trash out, my nigga.
You want to take that excuse when you want to fuck and that nigga is tired. You're going to be like, oh no, you better fuck me. Who you fucking? You cheating?
I sure am.
I'm just going to put a toy out next to you in the bed. Fuck you. You're going to fuck me. Me and the fucking Rose are going to go to town. You're going to hear me and then you're going to want to join in anyway. So I still won. But...
I just think that's a poor excuse for men. And that's the excuse they always want to run to. Like, when women stop doing certain shit, it's because it's a reason behind it. When men cheat and fucking there's usually no fucking reason. Shorty gave him a window and he took that window. He jumped clean through right out of it. And at the end of the day, the bitch you cheating on, that's the one who truly love you. The bitch you just fuck, she don't give a fuck. She want to be able to have an aha moment. Like, so when you post something, she can be like, this nigga was just with me. Like, they don't never think about that part. They just thinking what they did. That shit dumb.
Hey, Brittany.
So we like to give them that excuse, like women should take some accountability. I do believe, like, women never forget who you are. Like, I did that for years. Like, I did it for years because I was just trying to be, you know, a wife, a mom, a soccer mom, and this, that, and the third. And in that aspect of my marriage, I look back and I'm like, okay, I did change drastically from who I was when he met me. So women, just remember who you are. But to give them a pass because, you know, whatever reason, let's sit down and have a conversation because now whoever I'm with is my friend first before they became my nigga.
Right.
So if I'm not doing something no more or you're feeling some kind of way or whatever, sit me down.
Tell me that. Just say that.
Never lose yourself in a relationship. And like you said, always come back to the basics. And when shit starts to fall off or starts to fall apart, y'all should be comfortable enough and close enough to be able to have those uncomfortable conversations.
Word.
What's going on here? Like, damn, okay, it's been a month. We used to have sex at least a few times a week. What's going on here?
Right.
That's the fact.
How are you feeling? Are you upset about something? Like, what's going on?
Right. I like that.
Sex with the person that you're with for months and think that you're not going to get cheated on.
Well, yeah, months is OD. I'm talking a night. I'm gonna pull the toy out. That one night you act like you don't want to fuck me. I'm pulling the toy out. Any night after that.
Neither one of y'all should be letting months go by. Why that conversation ain't been had?
Like not even weeks. Weeks is a long time. I think you know. what it boils down to is even when you're in competition, if you really fuck with somebody, you shouldn't be afraid to speak up about stuff. Word. And if you are, then that's probably not the person you should be with, because, you know, we should be, once again, friends first, and I should be able to say whatever to you, and we can go and build from that. So do you feel like if you lose the competition, since we're talking about competing over these men, do you really feel like you lost something? Do you, like, you know what I'm saying? How is that recovery for y'all if y'all ever been in competition? Because just like you said, you lose yourself being in a relationship, but sometimes even dating and being in this competition role, you lose yourself. So if you lose the battle for this man, do you start questioning yourself on your worthiness, or do you just be like,
if we took some L's?
You lost me today.
Did we take some L's? Yeah. I mean, I can generally, I don't know if I would call them L's, but go ahead, Trees.
I feel like, you know, yeah, if I seen that, you know, somebody was just being completely messy, or, you know, they wasn't able to provide me that obituary for their baby mom, and I seen that they were going to continue to fuck with the bitch, I'm gonna let her have him. Like, it's too many out here. I have too many men who are still wanting to get at me, whether I'm going somewhere, whether it's the DMs, whether it's the niggas who I used to fuck with. So I'm never gonna be pressed over no dude. Like, I'm just not.
But you have no problem waving your white flag. You're really not a competitive person. You're okay with throwing it in the table.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm all set with it. It's like I may be in there for a little bit, but once I see that it's like this bitch really is hella fucking thirsty, or like she's a side baby mom. Side baby moms never go away. I'm bowing out gracefully.
I would have to say, like, I can't even call them like real L's, because I feel like I may or may not have sabotaged myself in whatever that dating scene was. So it was kind of like, okay, shorty, you got that, but if I really had did X, Y, and Z.
But see, that's where that competition come in, because it's like, if you wanted to really do it, you're saying, yeah, I would have kept going, and bitch, I would have won.
Yeah, so I definitely have sat back after a couple and had a couple conversations with myself, like, all right, well, why you self-sabotage that, or why you do this, or why you do that to move forward? Because I feel like everything's a learning experience. Yeah. If you ain't learn from it and grow from it, then it was a true waste of time.
Yeah.
So yeah. But I really don't feel, I ain't gonna say that, but I'm gonna be humble. But ain't no competition, B.
What about you, Mia?
What about me? What do I feel like you take an L if you lose the competition?
Mm-hmm.
Do you look at yourself? What do you do?
I feel like I am a competitive person. Y'all know that. We playing spades, we playing any game night, it's the fuck up, like I want to win. So I think naturally, because I have a competitive spirit, initially I'm like, oh shit, I lost. Like, what the fuck? I know I didn't motherfucking lose. Let me go back. Can I get it round two? Like, almost like, no, oh shit, I can't. How did I lose this? But then after, I'm just like, what am I really competing for? Do I really want this? Is this really an L? Is this really something I want? If I got to do this much work to get it, is this really something I want? Then I'm no longer feeling that way. But that initial taking the L, like, I ain't waving no white flag. Fuck that. If I break my ankle and we down by 2, I'm still trying to play. We're going to deal with the ankle later. Like, that's just who I am. So
you're not taking that L.
What? We down by 2. I think I can score. I'm not getting out the game. I'm playing with my broken ankle. I'm on some Michael Jordan playing with a fever type of shit, because you know, like, I am naturally a competitive person. But then, like I said, if I'm like, well, what am I really good at? They're going to cut me a check if I win, or, you know, nah, it's okay.
So the other question is, me being in a relationship, right? Does that spark y'all desire to want to be in a relationship? Have I scared you yet?
I mean, yes and no.
Have all of us ever been in a relationship at the same time?
Nope, not
never. Never.
It's always like 2-to-1. We usually have a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 people in a relationship, one person single, or one, vice versa. But I will say like yes and no. If we around each other and you like with your nigga all the time, it's a little different now because we live separate. But when we were like living in the same city, and it's like, oh well, I'm about to go do something with Tom, and I'm like, oh shit, you about to go all the time.
Yeah, can't join. Yeah.
Tom doesn't have a brother or a cousin that I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? Like it's giving that type of vibes. But I feel like I don't know because it was always this thing of you shouldn't be hanging with single women if you're in a marriage or in a relationship. And I feel like And so I feel like because I was told that growing up in my mind, it's like, nah, I want us to all be in a relationship at the same time. I either want us to all be single at the same time or all in a relationship because it just makes things be more cohesive. If you're single and I'm in a relationship and you want to keep going out the ladies' night because you're trying to meet a nigga,
do that, right?
Yeah, I think a couple of times it was like issues when you was married, or just like maybe certain things I said that I was just like, oh, I shouldn't have said that in front of him. Or like, that time we went to the Beyonce concert and these niggas like turned up on us. I forgot what we had said. We was about to do something in Atlantic City and they was like, whoa, what y'all doing? Like, what's going on? So
his whole family was like, you're letting her go without you? I'm like, oh shit.
No. Situation. And then the dude I was with was trying to act like he cared all of a sudden. I was like, come on, stop with the cap. Like, you know what it is. We out. Like, this is what we do. Stop.
I was in text the whole time. Like, yeah, because they still talking about you being all like, man, fuck them.
I'm out. I'm out of here.
Fuck y'all. I don't know what y'all talking about.
I feel like, we getting old, so I feel like at some point we'll all be locked down together again.
Shanice, do make you want to be in a relationship. I think you guys are like super cute. You're very playful with each other. You naturally have a really good bond. So do be like, oh, I want a nigga to do that with. I want a nigga to be like.
I want us all to go on vacations together. You know what I'm saying?
It would be cute.
I think it would. So, but it's not a thing like because my friends in the relationship, I've ever felt like I needed to be in a relationship. Like I really think it's in its due time. Don't rush that shit. You try and rush it, it don't work. Like I wouldn't even thought I would be here. Y'all know. Y'all know. So this shit just like took us all by surprise. Like, word.
So competition always gonna be around. Never stop thinking you don't have competition is the moral of the story.
Competition, I believe it's always around. Like I do think it's always around. I just hope and pray that men just learn how to not fall into the traps. Like it really just be traps. These chicks don't give a fuck about you. Like, and 9 times out of 10, like Tree said, it's because who you're fucking with. Like they got shit to do with you.
Wasn't even thinking about you.
So don't fall into the trap, but it's always competition on both ends. Like,
so stay playing the game. It's always competition. Stay on your toes. Always play to win. Like we say in spades, play to win. Every time you got to give your best, give your all, play your best hand because you're playing to win.
Yeah.
And just always just be you. Like he fell in love with you or she fell in love with you. Like just be you. Don't change. Don't change who you are. None of that. Just be you. He loved you for you. You love him for him. Like just keep that going. And date nights are important. Feeding your chick is important. Just had to do that.
Always just coming back to the fundamentals, coming back to the basics of why y'all even got together and fell in love in the first place.
Right. I think that's like a jewel.
Yeah.
Back to the basics of why you fell in love in the first place. Like why I fuck with this nigga so hard. Oh, I remember.
Why did I choose this person?
Right.
And if they actually changed from that, then you may want to reconsider the relationship that you're in.
Absolutely. And have that uncomfortable conversation.
Okay. So it's time for the hot seat. Do you guys got your questions ready for the hot seat?
I'll be forgetting about hot seat when we
I'm trying to do this every week. Like, I cannot.
Oh.
Well, y'all better think of something. So
you got a hot seat question. All right,
I'll take over the hot seat question for you guys. It might be mild, but
Okay.
So in a relationship, would you be willing to have your whole check direct deposited into your man's account and let him give you an allowance?
Fuck no. Do I gotta explain why? Because that ain't hard. That just sounds way too controlling for me. Like, that just sounds way too controlling.
Control freaks. So
yeah, that sounds way too controlling for me. But if I sat back and thought about it, I'm so bad with money, yo. Like, I put myself on a budget for the last 3 years and I've stuck to it 0. Like, I'm terrible with money. I waste money. So I'm so wasteful with money. But I still couldn't let you give me a lot. I ain't your child. I ain't your kid.
Yeah,
So,
that's kind of crazy.
I think, and it's so funny because I thought about this from one of our past episodes and our past guests. He was saying like his homeboy and his girl did that. And we were all like, no. But so I thought about it afterwards, right? And within my marriage, I didn't operate like that. Like, we didn't have one account and all of that. It was like, oh, I got mine, I got yours. You handle this, I handle that. And that's just what it was. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm a little older and I've experienced that, I wouldn't mind. I mean, you're not about to give me $50, but I wouldn't mind like a man. I'm in this space where I'm ready to be submissive. I wasn't always operating in that way. Especially during my marriage, I was more in my masculine energy as opposed to being in my feminine energy. So it was like, nigga, you are not. And I was young. So it was definitely giving you're not about to, it felt like control. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm a little older and I'm more like, oh, nah, if a nigga can handle some shit, like if I'm trusting you and we're in a relationship and I trust that you can handle the money, I wouldn't even be with a nigga who couldn't handle money. But if I feel like you can handle money and so you're handling bills, we still going on trips, we doing all that, and the things that I like to do with my money, I'm still able to do based upon whatever allowance you give me, I'm okay with that. Like if you're saving, you're paying our bills, and we can still do stuff. I don't see it as control. I see it as this is me letting my man be responsible and handle stuff. And I feel like really it just depends on who's more responsible with money in your relationship. Like who's on top of paying shit on time and stuff like that. But I would not be opposed to that. Like, yeah, here you go, babe. You got that.
The next relationship that I'm in, I don't even want it to be like about the financials. Like, I want us to be both like in such a good space that it really doesn't even matter. Like, about
so you
money.
Be okay with letting him give it
Yeah,
up.
like we both so good. Like we both in our bag that it's like we don't even. Like,
no.
So the one account, your money go in that account, and you get a certain stipend every week. You cool with that?
Yeah, we're spending. Like I just want to get the card. As long as you're not telling me some like outrageous ass amount that's not something that I can stick to. Right. Yeah, that's cool. As long as I can still like
there yet. Does that mean I'm operating in masculine energy? Is that what that means?
Yes.
Because like just my check going to an account and you in control of all of it, and I just that sounds so foreign to me. Like, wow.
It's possible.
I'm sure it is. I bet it's a lot of people that do that. Like, I am sure.
We'll revisit this in a year and see if you still feel the same way.
Yeah. If we still there, if I let them control the money, that's what you're trying to say.
Yes. Yes.
If I got a question. Would you marry the last person that you had sex with, and why?
Shanice, you go first.
Oh, I am. We are.
I know that's the fuck right. That's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him.
I'm too loud. Let me shut up. Because I'm just saying.
Oh, you don't want the competition to step up?
No, I was just saying how I was having a conversation with my friend, and we were noticing how women be so proud and out loud with they love and whatever, and these niggas just aren't. Like if you step back and look at certain shit, it'd be like, damn, I've been so loud and proud and out loud,
and then even know that they were together.
You know what I'm saying? And then if some bitch come at you and you like, that's been my nigga, she can be like, how I'm supposed to know that? That nigga ain't never said nothing. I ain't never seen nothing. I ain't never heard nothing. So let me shut up. But yeah.
Well, that was a hot seat question, girl. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you marry him?
We got into a huge ass debate about that shit. Why? I feel like it's my person. Like I feel like this is my person.
Aww.
I hate y'all so fucking much.
You gotta let him hold the money, girl.
I don't. He would never ask that of me. Like he would never ask that of me either. So like that will work. But I do have to. You know, I gotta remember some stuff because it's been 6 years, and so I gotta remember some stuff because I do come off very independent in some areas that I'm gonna have to, before I ever get married again, I'm gonna have to let that shit go. Because at some point, you know, you gotta let a man be a man.
And you're an accountant, so you're good with money. So that could be, you know.
I'm so good with other people's money. So he can drop his in my bank account and I got us.
At that point, it's yours. No.
And I got us. Like, I got us.
Don't do it. I don't do it.
Oh, that's so funny. Okay, so
would I marry the last person that I had sex with? Although I'm on the fence on if I even want to get married again, so we have to start there. Yeah, I mean, I'm still married, but still, once that's all settled, I don't know if I want to do it again. But if we're just going with this question, I would say yes. I feel like, you know, we get along, we're friends, we have a great vibe, he's pretty responsible, I have a good time with him. So, you know, do I think I could rock out for the rest of my life with this person? Yeah. And he's a little older than me, so I might get that beneficiary money early. No, I'm just
not the beneficiary. Do what you gotta do, babe. Do what you gotta do. Okay.
The policy's on deck.
Here for it.
Put me in the will, nigga. I want to be the POA. No, I'm just playing. Let me stop playing with y'all. But no, I would absolutely marry the last person I had sex with.
All right, Treese.
Oh, I'm celibate.
Oh, now you want to get on this motherfucking capping. You want to talk about lions, but a bitch up there lying. Yeah.
Oh, how she stood by that though.
No,
like,
she's not the answer.
Okay, all right. Let me stop playing around.
You know the nigga listening, so stop playing. You can't even play with these niggas.
Like, I don't even know why she asked that hot seat question. Knowing.
I didn't want to have to answer it, like, just for y'all. So, Shanice, what's your question?
No, you're gonna answer, bro. If she don't answer,
okay, all right.
Call me.
Yeah, I would say yeah. I would.
And why?
Because I just feel like, you know, they're a good person. Like, we're really like best friends. So, of course, you would want that to be the foundation of your relationship. Like, they're responsible. They got their shit together. Money is not an issue. So, why not? Yeah, I would.
All right, shout out to the bro. You heard it here first.
Oh my God, Mia, you answered. All right, I think I got my hot seat question that makes me terribly uncomfortable.
Oh, Lord.
So, when did y'all know nipple play was okay?
What's up, last? We're licking nipples.
All right, how many men are in the live? I need y'all to hop in the comments and let us know.
Do y'all like to get y'all nipples sucked? Yes or no? Drop those wide.
We're not even gonna say sucked, but licked or licked or You know what I'm saying? Pinched or like, do y'all like that? We're taking a poll. We need to know. Like, do y'all
know?
We need to
do you guys enjoy nipple play? Okay.
Yo,
We
me and
need
the replay that you did in Miami, you know, like that shit took me the fuck out.
I swear to God, like I can't even say it. That's why I like can't keep a straight face because I just still see it and still hear it. Like, yo, we need to know. It's okay. All right.
It's all right. Come on, fellas, keep it a buck. Like y'all
might be right.
Tell us in the DM if you want to remain anonymous. Hit the DM.
Not DM me with that shit.
Okay, so it's also like hidden as well. Like men don't want people to know as well. Like
I don't know.
I am so confused about this action. We had this conversation in Miami, and I was confused about the action, and now I feel like my sex is boring. So I just need to know.
Talk about this shit, or you just tried to do it, bitch.
I just want y'all to answer the question. When did y'all know?
So my answer to the question is, I knew I was into nipple play because niggas was asking me to play with their nipples. Like, it wasn't that I knew I was into it, but it was just something that was requested. And I've had multiple men, like, you know, that's what they're into. And I'm not here to kink shame. So whatever gets you off, and I feel like it feels good to us. So why wouldn't it feel good to a man? But it's just the fact that you said, like, in all your life, you never heard of it.
I never heard of it.
And I'm just like, well, how do you do foreplay? Because if you're just kissing and you're working your way down.
But you know, like I was young. Thomas' dad was young. Then I married young. Like, but I feel like I don't know. All right, Trace.
You said when?
No, I don't really watch porn.
Oh, you should.
I literally just like started.
Like I seen that in porn. So I think about it. I don't really watch porn like that, but yeah, I just feel like a nigga asked me to do it. Sure. Why not?
Okay. Desmond said, "Nah, not playing with them." But licking is okay. Don't play.
If a bitch licks your nipples, like, does it feel good?
Desmond, he's saying he don't like it played with, but you like it licked, right, Desmond? This is a safe space.
So yeah, well, no porn. My thing with porn always was like I just think too much. I overthink it, and I'm wondering, like, how did we get here? Like, when did it just happen so fast? How y'all in the bedroom now? Like, why are you doing that? Like, that don't even look comfortable. Like, so I think about it way too much. And so because I never watched it, like I literally can get myself off without, I don't have to have a dick back. I don't have to have a sex back. I don't have to nothing. I can just get myself off. So porn was never like something I needed to get there or get to the finish line. I can do it myself with actually not thinking of anything. So porn never. What's the black people porn? Pornhub sound like the white people porn. Give me a black people porn one to check out, and I'll do that.
It don't matter. Black, white, Hispanic, Asian.
Even on Pornhub, you can find everything on there.
Any category.
Yeah, you just put it in there. Like I'm scared to put it in my. I could put it in my phone. Like the
Pornhub definitely be open on my phone, girl. You better get over it.
I love a woman to kiss my chest, but not sucking on no nipples.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think like sucking on the nipple, but licking, a little flick with the tongue, you know, just a little play, a nipple play.
Right.
So, okay. But we're gonna come back next week and let you know the results of the poll of the nipple play, if these men enjoy it or not. But,
yes, the ladies is saying the men love it, and I'm saying they can't because I ain't never heard of it.
It's just like the whole gooch or ass eating. I feel like it's all in there, and some people are gonna admit that they enjoy it, and some people are not. But
I feel like all men say they love the gooch. They're just not gonna say the ass. But I feel like all men say they love gooch action.
But if you like the gooch, you like the ass. That shit is right there. But that's a whole nother digression. We'll go there another time. Yeah. But cool.
All right, we're at the parts. This was great. This was fun. That hot seat was all right. Good job, ladies. Next week I'm gonna remember about the hot seat. I'll be forgetting.
Yeah, I know.
Hell nah. The gooch or the ass. See, I'm
Desmond. Hit the DMs. Let us know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Let us know what's going on.
All right. Spice shit up in the sex life in the bedroom.
I am here for
being with someone for a minute. Yeah, like y'all gotta do some.
You my guy. I'm here for. I just never thought like.
All right, come on, y'all. Y'all know the game is on tonight. It's the finals. So let's wrap it the fuck up.
Yeah, we're kind of going over. You're right.
Black people, Black business of the week.
So my Black business of the week, even though I know I shouted her out already, is Raina in the Mobile Spa. We went to her brunch this weekend. It was beautiful. Her staff is amazing. My little quick facial and massage was everything that I needed. The vibes were everything. So make sure you check them out at themobilesparock.com and book you a service. Everybody over there is super amazing. I actually had the pleasure of being serviced by Sky, her name is Sky. Twice last week, she did my wax and she did my facial and stuff. And she is top tier. So they're definitely giving the vibes over there. And heavy on my playlist is Genuine. I don't know. I've been on my Genuine flow. I'm taking my mom to see him in July when he come here. That's like one of her Mother's Day gifts. So I don't know if that's like why I'm hype and listening to him. But yeah, on my Genuine flow.
Awesome. All right. Well, my Black business for the week is, y'all know I've been on the hunt for Jamaican food since I moved down here 2.5 years ago, and I just had no freaking luck. So there's a food truck, Jamaican Jerk Masters. It's usually on Pool Road in Raleigh, 1909 Pool Road. The jerk is phenomenal. Like, you can smell it down the street.
Do you have them for your Black business?
Did I say them before? That's how much I love them. Yeah. If I said it before, then that means I really love them. It's so good. Like, it's so good. I'm not even playing with you. So yes,
businesses because they so good. Okay, all right.
So Raleigh folks, check them out. Heavy on my playlist is the white boy. Jack Harlow got me by the throat, and I don't know why. Like,
I listen to his songs.
Yeah.
He's all right. They talk about him and them. I don't know about that, but
I don't know about that, but he's all right.
They said he was too far, but yeah, he good.
All right. Well, my business of the week, I want to shout out my homeboy James Haley, Touch of Perfection. If you need to get your car cleaned or detailed, he does an amazing job cleaning your vehicle in and out. His shop is on I believe it's on Main Street. I have to double check with him, but I'll drop his information on my page. He's been in business for years. And if I'm home, if I bring my car, we'll let him, because he will get your shit back to like brand new. Even if you got kids that's fucking up the car, like he's gonna get your car back all the way together, in and out.
Oh shit, he's in Rochester.
Yeah, Touch of Perfection. Yeah, James Haley, look him up. And then heavy on my playlist is Kalani. Her new album came out on Friday, and it's definitely all that. So make sure y'all check that out.
I'll check that out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, this was informative and great. We want to drop our socials so Mia can get to this. Whatever.
Yes.
Is it soccer that you trying to get soccer?
It's the NBA Finals. Stop playing with me, yo. And the Sixers are playing tonight. So, you can find me at the #1 MIA Mia on IG, and on Twitter I am Mia the Stallion. Yeah.
You can find me Shanice L.W on Instagram. I am Shanice Williams on Facebook, and on Snap, if you're nasty, shake it fast 007.
Oh, you say quick now? Okay.
All right. Follow me on Facebook, Latrice Slade, to catch us every week at 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. And you can catch me on IG, Glow Gang OG. Follow me.
We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll see you next week. You want to hit that outro?
Mic check 1, mic check 2. Is this mic on? Yeah, it's the one and only, your girl's favorite, DJ Money. And you're listening to the Glow Game with Latrice, Mia, and Shanice. So know that